Boys and girls, thank you. Books away. Come and meet Miss Terry on the floor, please. A lot of us grew up in society where you didn't talk about your emotions, where they weren't important. I can't remember when I was at school someone ever asking me how I felt, if I'd had a good morning or a bad morning and what might have affected my mood on a particular day. But we offer that to our children here now. As you know, we have our charter in our classroom going well at the moment. Who'd like to read our charter to start us off? Evie, would you like to stand up and read it nice and loud?
In 4D classroom, we would like to feel safe, confident, respected, cared for, happy, welcome, supported and considered.
Keep going.
To feel this way, we will always invite our peers, greet people by their names, smile at our peers, congratulate and encourage people daily, be aware of our body language. Excellent,
thank you, Evie. So what you're actually seeing today is a particular step within our ruler program. The ruler program, the acronym ruler stands for Recognise, Understand, Label, Express and Regulate, and they're the skills we aim to teach the students to be able to do that with their emotions. The program itself is based on 4 key anchors. The first one being the charter, which you saw this morning, the second one the mood meter, which you also saw, and then we have 2 other particular anchors called meta moments and blueprinting. And we take those anchors throughout a year, roll them out in a classroom with the students, and teach them particular skills using these tools that help build their social emotional literacy. Is there someone who has had a particular behaviour this week or last week that you would like to identify, that you can recall, and it has helped you feel this particular way in our classroom? Because remember, as a group, we decided this was exactly how we want to feel in our classroom. Does anyone have a Charter Champ nomination? Evie?
Jess, because yesterday when I was on the crutches, she helped me and I felt supported.
How did she help?
She was like being still like waiting for me and stuff.
Okay, and that was making you feel what way?
Yeah, supported.
Yeah, you felt supported because of that behaviour, which is a great behaviour. Thank you, Jess. Yes?
I would like to nominate Ariel because when I didn't have anyone to play with, she offered to play with me.
Okay, so Ariel was making you feel what particular way?
Cared for.
You felt cared for, and again that was something that we identified that was on our charter. So that's really pleasing to hear. For someone to be able to understand their own emotions, to be able to recognise them, understand them, label them, express them and regulate emotions really sets them up in life for whatever challenges are ahead of them. An ability to be able to identify how you're feeling, express that with someone, with your mother, with your teacher, with your friend, is all the hurdles we all face in life. And so if we start with the children at a young age and we teach them those skills and we give them that vocab, it only sets them up for success in the future. What I'd like you to do now is head back to your desk. I'd like you to get your diary out, and I'd like you to do your own check-in. Do your check-in, put your little 3D man where you think you are. What if someone had checked in a little blue today? What if you were feeling a little blue? What do we need to do about that? Evie?
Apply some strategies.
Apply a strategy. And we've been talking about them just recently, haven't we? What it allows you to do, I guess as more as a classroom practitioner, is you get that, firstly that visual representation of how your class is, the culture, and you saw earlier when we had them check in on their mood meters, I straight away got a quick snapshot of how this class was, where they were, based on where they were in what particular quadrant, and that's really powerful. Really, really good. Can you bring your diary to the floor again? Who had an opportunity to discuss the word that we introduced last week, consider it? Who had an opportunity to discuss consider it with their mum and dad?
Our friend was worried because his friend is in hospital, and my mum is considerate by looking after him. My mum calls him to say hi and drives him around the place.
Is there one more? Angus, would you like to read yours?
One time my dad had to go to a meeting in Melbourne and Mum was already out because she likes to read a lot and she wasn't really tired that day, and she made her a cup of coffee while she was making her tea.
And is that considering the thoughts and feelings of someone else?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Very simple. Very, very simple. Who can read me their list from yesterday about being their best? So Zoe, you can read out what you believe is you when you are at your best at school.
Considerate, patient, helpful, friendly, dubious, optimistic, respectful, kind, obedient, and I have good manners.
And that is a lot of things. Well done, Zoe. That's a really comprehensive list.
Happy, careful, caring, enthusiastic, kind, optimistic, confident and considerate.
And I agree with them. When you are at your best, I totally agree. So that's really accurate. So well done with that, Oscar. I've been an educator for 18 years now, and I've seen many programs come and go in schools and dealt with a lot of programs. But I think the thing that really works with this program now is that it is that preventative program. It's before the moment, not after. And it's such a powerful classroom management tool. Very, very powerful classroom management tool. And then you look at it from another aspect. You look at what we're actually giving these students. At the end of the day, you look at the skills, the vocab, the social emotional training we're giving these children for when they head out into the society after they leave school. It just sets them up for a society that sometimes can be ruthless. But if we can develop a departing Gotonian who is socially and emotionally aware of themselves and others, they're set for big things.